Karma is best served ice cold, formed into an icicle, and then driven straight through the heart. For Zangalang and salutations, my lovely little lunatics and your friendly internet psychopath insanity. Here with my co-host Bob.
Hello.
And today on the ENSane Report. You just gotta love karma.
We're talking about the Texas Democrats again, aren't we?
Yes!
And how the fact that they all, 6 of them got CCP-19, and now they stopped telling things?
Yes, it's basically 11% the last time they updated it, of the Texas Democrats who ran to Washington to virtue signal utter idiocy had CCP-19.
Basically, it's become a super spreader event.
Yes, and in the place where so many old people that run the government. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. But you know what? We're just going to jump right into these because it's getting a little bit wonky now.
Oh, yeah. People blaming people saying things while other stupid things are happening, contradicting them, kind of.
Exactly. Here we go. But as you can see, left doesn't really want to talk about centrists. Of course, the right's going to be talking about this. But this is from the Texas Tribune. 6 Texas Democrat in Washington, D.C. test positive for COVID. This was back 3 days ago, and they pretty much haven't talked about how many more of the Texas Democrats have been getting sick. But as that happened, they got sick. Well, here we go over here. So now you want masks from the Daily Mail. We got a lot of Daily Mail stuff. Runaway Texas Dems who got COVID after going maskless on private jet calls for universal face coverings while her brave colleague announces Congress run from her $200 a night D.C. hotel. Texas State Rep Donna Howard is calling for a mandate masks regardless of vaccination status after 6 runaway Democrats tested positive for coronavirus.
Yeah, luckily we live in Texas, and that ain't gonna happen.
It ain't. Howard was pictured prominently with a group of about 60 Texas lawmakers last Monday who fled from Austin to D.C. on 2 private jets chartered at $100,000 apiece. No one was seen wearing a mask, including Howard. 6 in the group have tested positive for CCP-19 despite being vaccinated. Once again, that is something especially YouTube is trying to say.
Yeah, didn't Biden come out and say that, once again, YouTube, we are not advocating this. We know it's wrong, but this is what Biden said, that it'll stop you from getting the virus.
Which we know it won't. It mitigates the effects of the virus. Also, go talk to your doctor about it. Now, CCP has been detected in the Capitol and White House staff. So many old people.
This is the way Kamala planned it all along.
Oh, no.
Well, really, is he even doing anything?
Nah, he's just screwing everything up. Fellow runaway Rep. Michelle Beckley announced Tuesday she is running for Congress in the Texas 24th District against incumbent Republican Beth Vedun. Yeah, no. She called herself a brave Texas Democrat. No, God, no, you're not. The Delta variant of coronavirus has been detected in the U.S. Capitol. We need... Okay, everyone. Primary her. Get rid of her. We don't want her. She's a terrible being. Wait. Yeah, fellow runaway. Nope. Get rid of her. Kick her out. We don't need that garbage here. But, continuing on. Oh, yeah, this was the same one. Actually, do we have a picture of the woman? Donna Howard, okay. Who? Another Texas Democrat, Mikey Beckley, posted a video announcing she is running. Yeah, blue-haired, fatty. Sorry. No, get the hell out. We don't want you. Continuing on. Several fully vaccinated aides. Once again, the vaccination doesn't stop you from getting it. That's quite literally what YouTube says you have to say. You cannot claim that CCP-19, this vaccine, will stop you from getting it. It will help you deal with the symptoms. Several fully vaccinated aides had at least one lawmaker tested positive for CCP-19 with multiple White House staffers and 6 runaway Texas Democrats as Indian Delta variant sweeps America.
It's an endemic. It's endemic now. It's not going to go away. It's the next flu.
Pretty much. Delta variant of the coronavirus, CCP-19, has been detected in the U.S. Capitol. Dr. Brian P. Monahan, the attending physician of the Capitol, revealed several fully vaccinated congressional aides have tested positive for CCP-19. He said staff should consider wearing face masks.
Well, they are pushing for it.
Yeah, but it's still funny. Because that's the big thing. Okay, you're vaccinated, you got it, but you're still expected to wear face masks.
Yeah, that is the problem. They're going to push that hard.
And it's not going to work because no one's doing this anymore. A White House staffer said one in Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office.
Oh, God, if she gets it, she's doomed.
It would be a terrible day for democracy. Nancy Pelosi's office tested positive for CCP-19 after attending an event with Texas Democrats. I love it.
Try the virtue signal, get shut down.
Both staffers were fully vaccinated. Once again, okay. Also, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki confirmed that there have been other breakthrough cases in the administration. My brain. She declined to give numbers or details. Of course she would. She knows that this is awful. This literally couldn't have gone any worse.
Unless one of them was like a terrorist and just boop.
Or it was, or actually we'll get to that. 6 members of Texas Democratic delegation have tested positive. Yes, Speaker Pelosi was seen in the Capitol on Tuesday wearing a face mask. Of course she was. Which then leads to this. Darn it. This is what I hate when this happens. This happened. Jen Psaki reveals Kamala did take a CCP-19 test that came back negative after meeting infected Texas Democrats, but her office insists it had nothing to do with potential exposure.
Really?
They believe you're that stupid. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki had to circle back around. She said Monday that Vice President Kamala Harris did get tested for CCP-19, and that did come back negative. But here's the other thing. You're supposed to still quarantine, if I remember. Well, depending on how long it took them.
Yeah, because doesn't it take like a week or two for it to show up?
That's the whole thing. So you could test negative 5 days after getting it, and then nothing happens. But that's why you have to wait. Quarantine for 2 weeks to make sure. But, nah, not her. The revelation comes after her office visit insisted Harris would not be tested even after coming in contact with 2 Texas lawmakers that tested positive. She doesn't care. That shows you how stupid this all is. A White House official told DailyMail.com Harris always intended to get tested before her doctor's appointment at Walter Reed Medical Center. They insisted the CCP-9 test had nothing to do with the potential exposure. Yes, it did. Harris met with a large group of Texas Democrats on Tuesday. Over the weekend, the group announced 5 had contracted the CCP-19, now 6, and now they don't tell us anymore. Harris went to Walter Reed Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland on Sunday for a routine doctor's appointment. Let's see, where's the picture? Yeah, look at this. Not a mask in sight. And yet there are the 2. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is hilarious. Now, we're going to move on over. Is this the one? Oh, yeah. Alabama, this is hilarious because, once again, now that things are kind of going all wonky and people aren't I cannot get fully vaccinated because I went to multiple doctors. They said, no, you can't get vaccinated. That's a bad idea. But Alabama governor says it's time to start blaming the unvaccinated as COVID continues to hammer the South, with Missouri, Florida, and Texas accounting for 40% of new cases in the U.S. Now, she's going to say this. Yeah, now, remember that. Alabama Governor Kay Envy hit out at Americans who refused to get vaccinated on Thursday. Here's the problem. It's not about a lot of people saying, because once again, there are plenty of people who get the first shot, and then there's some issue or another, and they can't get the second shot. Yet, those people would be considered anti-vaxxers. I'm going to be considered anti-vaxxer because I am unable to get the shot. That's the stupid thing.
It really is mad.
And we're going to get on to the other reason why this makes this look really stupid. It's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular ones. It's the unvaccinated folks that are letting us down. Republican told reporters it came as cases have nearly tripled across the nation in the past 3 weeks as the Delta variant spreads. Alabama and other states, blah, 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 blah. Alabama and other states in the South have been hit hardest due to the low vaccination rates, which, once again, the difference between, okay, you have it and you have no symptoms, that's, once again, I had it. My brother got it, and then eventually I did my 2-week, I felt nothing. But before a surgery months later, they was like, okay, they were doing blood tests, and I said that about my brother, and they went in and they did the blood test and just showed antibodies. Yet I felt nothing. So, okay. And that's with having the health issues I do. Florida, Missouri, and Texas account for 40% of active COVID cases in the U.S. as of Thursday. In Florida, cases have increased by around 500% in the past 2 weeks. White House CCP-19 coordinator Jeff Zients on Thursday said several states with the highest population proportion of new cases are now seeing vaccination rise faster than the nation as a whole. Okay, but here's the big thing. So, okay, they're talking about this. Everyone's going to go back to normal. No one cares anymore. But here, so they go. Mitch McConnell warns there could be lockdowns if Americans don't get vaccinated as the Delta variant continues to wreak havoc. Here's the other problem. Some people are claiming, this is not true, YouTube, do not come after me, that the vaccine will completely stop the Delta variant. It won't. Once again, the vaccine will not stop you from getting CCP-19, but it will help. So, of course, Mitch McConnell made comments on reports on Tuesday as CCP-19 cases surge. While he did not outright threaten health restrictions, McConnell hinted at a situation in the fall that we don't yearn for unless more people get the shot. Here's 2 things. One, we're going to do this super quick. The restrictions, I know that's misspelled. But here is the main reason why that's not going to happen. Because, Macron in France, he's pushing a lot of stuff that's saying, you best. Like, passengers, ride-along buses, all this stuff. You need to be vaccinated or you can't go. One of which is polling stations.
So, wait, you can't even go vote?
That's the thing. That's the same as like what it is. But here's the big thing. The reason why this can happen in France but not in the U.S. is because we got guns. And that's the main reason why they want to take your guns.
Yeah, Biden came out with his foot in his mouth again and said he wants to take any gun that can hold 20, 30, so many rounds.
My pistol my rifle holds 30, so I can't have that. My pistol can hold over 20, can't have that. But it's never going to happen. We're not locking down again. These certain states may, but we're not. But once again, all of that leads to this. From Fox News.
COVID cases among migrants in Rio Grande Valley sector surged 900% as border numbers continue to rise. There were 135 positive migrants in the first 2 weeks of July.
So, let that settle in. It's the unvaccinated. Also, 188,000 in June. And 900%, once again, these 135 detainees, they don't have, look, I don't see, like, most of these people, I take it they don't want to wear that mask all day in the hot sun. And I'm betting that's not out of all of this. I'm betting not. I don't know the numbers, but I'm betting there's more, but that's just of the ones they tested.
Just like a random sampling.
That's what I'm betting. But no. No. It's your fault. Can you not get vaccinated? Do you not want to get vaccinated? Then it's your fault. It's not the fact that nearly 200,000 people, over 1 million already, of illegal immigrants coming in. I don't know how well they're doing the tests, but I'm betting it takes like 3 days for me to get a test back saying I don't have it. It's like 2 to 3 days. So what do you expect to keep all these people around there for that long? Now, here's the thing. It's the end. No one cares anymore. If they can claim, they can say they'll do whatever it takes, blah, 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 blah. They have no power. They can't do anything. That's the other thing. Like when, Biden said, you can't take on the U.S. You need nukes and F-18s. There's a reason why when people lose faith in the police, crime goes rampant because there are not enough police to take care of it all. There are not enough individual, even if they brought in the entire army, that's not enough to enforce this. It's just not. And with food prices rising, everything, gas prices rising, people want to open up and get back to normal.
Yeah, this isn't going to change anything.
But at the same time, they're pushing this so hard, they're trying to keep the fear on because the fear is what got them elected in the first place. Anyway, that'll be the end of this little video. If you like this video, then check the like button and subscribe for more. Also, sorry I didn't say it at the beginning, but follow us on Locals,
Rumbles
Mind,
and PocketNet.
I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.